Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Catmark, and once more we're back with Yugioh, with Duel, with Masochist challenge. There isn't a new selection pack just yet, right? No, but there is one incoming. That's what the notification said. I was just a little curious because I do actually want to read like the pumpkin cards, like the Call of the Haunted stuff, because I don't think I have, or at least if I have, it's been long enough that I can't completely remember. And if nothing else, you know, the Xyz monster looks cool. Magical musket support. I feel like Subspace Battle would be useful for some decks that I actually just run. Alright. Definitely a card I could run in some decks that I just generally play. We are in Plat 4. We are kind of struggling a little bit. We are on Generator. And the goal is to kind of, you know, see just how far we can push. Hopefully get to Diamond. We've got 1, 2, including this stream, 3 streams to do it. And I should be able to make all 3 of them. So let's hop into the first duel. Hope everyone's been doing well. I know it's been a time since I've seen you last. missed Monday's stream. I'll talk about that in a bit. But for the moment, we're going second, probably. We are, in fact, going second first duel of the day. Not a death sentence. Gotta remind. Gotta remember. And I mean, as far as hands go, I do like that. That'd be rather neat. We have rank 9 play, we have field spell, we have Fenrir. We're against Archfiend. I can't remember what we do going first, but I think we are in for Spot of Bother. Remarkably consistent. I would have to use, I'm pretty sure, Fenrir to get rid of the special summon. Okay. Oh, they're using it. Unaffected by other monsters effects. Right, so Fenrir doesn't even out it. Got a royal rare, royal archfiend. I mean, it looks nice. Duke. Send Eris. If sent, add a good archfiend. Minus archfiend. Okay. So I'm going to be able to ritual summon on my turn, I'm pretty sure. Or at least they have a way. They're probably going to want to ritual summon on their turn, so it's existing. But, okay, there's Matador, which is Rota. There's Matriarch, which is also unaffected by monster effects. Right. I mean, they do have Harvey's Feather Duster by the looks of it. So that might be a problem for me. We generate a boss stage. That will be a problem. That also will be a problem. Pendulum 9, target archfiend or spell trap, Grateful Banishment will destroy this, and if you do that, that will hang off. So adding Trap back, which is summoned from deck. And this is not counting any hand traps they may or may not have. They have a way to ritual summon. We know that. That's not a bad draw, though. So, we kind of have to start with Fenrir. It's a threat, it makes them respond. They're probably... Nope, they're not even going to kill it. Get ourselves an Ogre. Normal summon. Get me a Forbidden Quick Play spell. So that might go through. Odd. That on Fiend destroy, and if you do, send a Fiend from your deck. Okay. That's fine. I might get rid of Condemned Witch, I'm not sure. So you've got this, destroys many spell traps, and you've got banish all monsters. Into activate because I'm going to imagine that they only have one way to disrupt. It's either banish the monsters or banish the spells. So we're going to try and get the monster problem out of the way. Nidhogg doesn't do anything by itself. We know this. They probably know this. I can steal that Engraver. Doesn't really give me anything. Unless they think I'm on the Chaos Angel. Or I can get Tiger. I could also get just Yomangander. But I'm thinking I yoink their what's-its-face. I'm thinking like yoinking Graver. They're obviously not scared of anything I'm doing at the moment, which is unfortunate for me. Get rid of this one. And we're going to get you out of the grave. They really just don't want to do it, do they? Boss stage. Set. And I think what I do is I hold the chalice in hand. If they ritual summon in the end phase, I've then got a negate for it. There's Matriarch. And affects by other monster effects. Wow. But would you look at that? I set a mystery card on my field. It was not Forbidden Chalice. Surely that's the one. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the summon from the deck. Use that effect. I think I go with Garda. That seems decent to me. I don't have anything that actually tributes Fiend, so Fiendsmith like Graver is just sat on the field as, I guess, looking pretty, as you might say. That sucks. But it is fine. Before we can do Condemned Witch to get into Lopter. It doesn't seem like they will have saved a Ash Blossom for it. Okay, you get a Ritual Summon. Go for your Ritual Summon. So putting that back. Bringing out the Emperor for a Monster Banish. Getting Lopter in defense position. And then you get a Special Summon. Chain, what, 1 because your turn player? Chain 2. Why is that just chain 2? Right, and here I guess we just get harm. Because now I can banish this. That gets negated. 2 tokens. You don't get to steal anything, you don't get to banish anything. One, two, and bind. even are affected by monsters, so we'll take what we can get. Or banishment. I kind of have to. I don't want to, but I do kind of have to. Why didn't you just ritual summon from banishment? That's ever so slightly unfair. Thanks for the Lost Wind return. I mean, I guess you probably have enough Fiendsmiths, so the one engraver is not a problem. Second engraver. I don't really know what we do against Archfiend. I don't know how we stop it. Like, I'm pretty sure they play multiple of the rituals, which makes it a problem. It does target. No, it doesn't. It does target. Okay, so I keep this, but, you know. I don't think they have lethal on board. Let's say that. They got 94, but you gotta take away 25 of that because that's the lowest. Which puts you on... Okay, hold on. Oh wait, no, they just do the whole Fiendsmith, like, stuff, don't they? Yeah, we tried. I think it'd be a much cooler deck if it didn't just have Fiendsmith tacked onto it. Oh, that was one more win. Come on. Really? I was just so close to ranking up. You couldn't let me? Panic. I was taking a drink at that moment in time. Anyway, welcome back to Masochist, you know, first of all. I do gonna say I like the 7th Tachyon. Special. And then activate 7th Tachyon. We're gonna reveal Ragnar. We get the Ragnar. Condemned Witch. And we can return Ogre to the deck. And if you have Droll, you have Droll, but, you know, I'm honestly not the most bothered about it. Obviously they are bothered by what I'm doing, though. I do need to look at the Archfiend list. They are on one each of the rituals, so if I can banish those face down, that keeps them off it. This is the only card that can... You need an Archfiend Emperor. Specifically Emperor in the extra. So I didn't have a bad... It wasn't a bad play per se, but the obvious issue is that they can just ritual it back. Can you get this back? Deck to hand? Deck to hand. Deck to hand. No, I think is the answer. Once that card is in the grave, and the other guy's banished, that's it. Because this isn't in the Pendulum Zone, this is in their extra deck. So if I can get this banished and I can get this in the grave, that's it. It just doesn't come back. That's good to know. Wasn't really winning against the rest of the deck anyway, but it's good to know. And Millennium. It's just Exodia. Well, not really. It's unstoppable Exodia Turbo. That's the idea. And oh dear, I went first. I used a Kashtira. It's the end of the game for them. Let's open our legacy tickets. Hope we get something that we need. That is not really anything neat. We've got a level monster, but it's not a based level monster, you know. It's not like the Horus levels. It's not the Armed Dragons. It's not Ultimate Insect. Call of the Atlanteans, Dolce, another Libro card, okay. I think we already have our full, like, playset of that one, but I can't remember. It is just Buckamoon. And if we control level 5 or higher illusion, we can really abuse that. I'm pretty sure we don't have the remaining cards to make that work. This is, like, several high rarity cards. Ultra rare, ultra rare, ultra rare, super rare, ultra rare, ultra rare. So yeah, and Flash Charge Dragon, which requires 2+ dragons. I mean, that's neat. It's neat, but it's not any good. Okay, next one. It is a win in Platinum, so we do get 2. Chaos Goddess. That is not the Chaos monster I would want. Magispectre Tempest, Flower Diode, Feistfern. Or Fistfern, depending on how... I mean, yeah, it'll be Fistfern, because it's Amethyst. Primitive Butterfly. It's not the Floodgate. No, it's not the Floodgate. I want to take a quick look at my Chaos Synchro monsters, because I'm pretty sure I don't have... Well, no, of course I don't have Chaos Goddess. I would have put it in the deck, like, years ago, figuratively, if I had one. Yeah, ignore that. Like, the saga I'm playing, the progression, like, Master Saga thing, is going, like, kind of well. It's fun. And I've got myself a Chaos Angel and a Chaos Archfiend, but I can't use either of them at the moment, because I'm really lacking on the kind of, like, tuner, non-tuner combos to make that work. At the moment, I'm very certain I've won. I've lost a lot more than I've won. But, is what is. Right. I think I do Condemned Witch. Condemned Witch can search for Chalice, which is a monster negate. That's a monster steal, and then we can possibly get into... we can... Oh wait, we can get into Valor to summon half from hand. That's not bad, actually. And of course, if the opponent fails Curse, we've got Alpha, even if they do break apart the board of 3 cards. Bread plan. We wait. Yeah. So this will be used as fusion material. It's gonna be the idea. And I think we crack down before that happens. It leaves us with a 0 attack level 1. If this card is fusion, so you can add a prayer plant, store or prayer plant spell trap. I mean, they're probably on a lot of prayer plants. This is not going to be the only one in hand. It's just, what does it deny? It's a plant, which means I can't retribute it for anything. Take this one. I just want to see if you have anything. You might still be able to fusion summon. You probably can. I just, you know, I'm curious. What options? It also makes them use more of a hand, which is infinitely worth it. Except second Biblis. I mean, I can stop them getting as much, I guess. That gets them a surge, this gets them a surge. Which means that Biblis is probably the more important card, but this is what I can respond to, so... And I should have gone for, like, the Valor play earlier, but it is what it is. You live and learn. You can get hit by Impulse. Alright. I guess they were always going to do that, so it doesn't particularly matter. They've got themselves a monster. They don't have themselves a spell trap surge, though, which I think is more important. So yeah, you got Bufo. Pendulum, you can fusion summon. That is basically what you needed, probably. This doesn't have any effect if used as fusion materials, there's that. Okay. Can't use my field. You've already used Biblis. So, yay. There's that. I don't think I'm dead, it's just what else are you doing? You've used your normal summon. I don't think you're on anything Fiendsmith. At least it's not in your hand. Chimera Ecclesia. Once per turn, Type 1, banish. I mean, yeah, you get an extra 1,000. But that's about it. And the best part is I can just bounce it back to the hand. I don't know what the last card in hand is, but I know that I prefer mine to theirs. The thing is, I don't even need to alpha. But... actually, yeah, no, I don't even need to. So, normal summon. Let's see how well this goes. It goes. Get me a Valor. I don't have Alpha on board, I have just realised. Oh well. Sometimes you get a little excited. Is it more important to keep them off Poly? Or... I mean, yeah, I'm not killing them this turn anyway. Right. Me for gore. Guys, why am I stupid? Oh well. Why did I think it was just when it attacked? Yeah, I kind of really screwed that whole turn up by not doing the alpha play, right? It's fine. I'll just draw Generator next turn. They just won't hit anything. So it's 3 cards total. What can they do with it? Nothing. I did crucially misplay that. I probably didn't deserve to win. But that is the rank up, so yay. We'll take those. We'll take those legacy tickets, and more importantly, we'll take those packs. Alright. 3 legacy packs. Surely we can get something mildly exciting. Imperial Custom is actually pretty good for our Trap Monsters deck. This is good for normal Pendulum. But it is normal Pendulum, which is a problem. This is a Spirit. Sure. I mean, it's a card. But I think the most impactful thing here is Imperial Custom. It also allows us to go in on, like, Floodgates a lot harder. So, another thing for the stun deck. Praise be. Doesn't everyone just love a good stun deck? White Dragon Wyverburster. Okay, neat for Chaos shenanigans. Armored Bee. Dream Mirror. Reptilian. Pre-prep. That's not our first one. Okay. A Assault Core. I remember that's not our first one. We're missing various bits and bobs. The Wyverburster is interesting, but I don't think we have enough Chaos stuff to make it work. And besides, it's kind of like really a starter for Dragon Link. Super heavy card. And nothing much of interest. But I might take a second Bold Break. You know, that feels like a pretty good pull. Just saying. Alright, let's change up the deck. Because as it is, we do have one of each name. Which means we're not going to double up on hard once per turn effects. However, Saronir is not relevant to me 90% of the time. Welcome to the crew. That is the third copy indeed. That is the second copy. Good to know. I guess onwards next duel. It's about the small things. The odd change from a card at 1 to a card at 2. And we get to choose. We shall go first, very much, please. Against the final boss, who is at the start of Platinum 3. I'm not asking it to make sense, nor am I saying it should. But them's the words on the screen. They're on a 45 deck. So, Lopter. And yeah, let's Lopter. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. It does. Gives us Valor. Gives us Lopter back from the grave. Set 1. Set 2. I could Synchro 7 here, but it's not worth it. Or I could Synchro 12 here, but it's also not worth it. Compulse and a negate for a special summon is not bad. What is the send, pray tell? Titaniclad. What do you do on someone? Special summon a Ecclesia from your hand, deck, or grave. I mean, if you're going to stop Lopter at any point, you would do it sooner rather than later, so let's just fire it now. And let's get Har on field and into rotation. Right, now they do just have Titaniclad there, which is unfortunate, but it is how it is. You're going to use the special summon effect. You are. I say the nay. Well, I've still got 5 cards. they control. That doesn't impact me. Like, in any way, shape, or form. It's only until the end phase, like, you could attack over the Valor, but I can just get that back next turn anyway. If I'm that scared about it, I could compulse my own heart. But I'm not. Send a monster from back to grave? Sure. Spring. If sent to the grave, you can special summon one of the following monsters from your grave. Yeah. You can do that. What are you summoning? White Albaz again. Well, the effect got negated, you can't use it again. So, what doing? Hand deck or field? I mean, they're just going to use the deck. I mean, that's always the case, right? I don't have any reason to even attempt to. Send Engraver. Do you have light beams? You don't have light beams. It's not that you have light beams. Not yet, you don't. Like banishing. I have to let that go through, and the thing is, well, any 2 monsters makes Close Moon. Close Moon is still legal, right? It is. Banish those, which means they don't get the Titaniclad in end phase at the moment. Just for Mirror Jade. Banish one monster on the field. Yeah. Okay, now what? Rebellion, which doesn't do anything. Sure. You can banish Har, or you can banish Valor. You're gonna banish Har, okay. When a monster declares some tanky special like this, if a monster with banish face up, you can banish this card from the grave special. That doesn't do anything by itself. It is a tuner. I mean, I think I'll just put it back for you, right? You're locked into fusions, you can't link summon actually due to branded fusion. So I'm okay. More or less. Nice gameplay. Ooh, Floodgate is fun. It doesn't do anything versus fusions, but it does stuff versus links. So we can normal summon. Change this to attack. This hasn't been sent to the graveyard using its own effect yet. You know what? Yeah, this is worth it. Ooh, you got a thing. Negate the effect. I mean, that's interesting. And wrong. Because now I can do this. Which means I just have 2 9s on the field. Which is arguably better in every single way. Damn, the Destrudo got negated. Anyway. So yeah, we just go battle phase. We hit over this one. And we hit over this one. does allow you to get a branded spell track in the end phase. You got this one, and I can do a level 9, which you get exclusively from Grave, but Valor hasn't used its effect yet, so I can detach Valor, because my opponent has... Ooh, wait, hold on. I can steal this. During the end phase, if this card is in the grave because it was sent there this turn, there's no restrictions on it having to be fusion summoned. So, let's pitch you actually, and let's yoink you out the grave. Thanks for the dragon. You've got one card, and I don't think anything in the grave is really helping you out. If you have to normal summon it, and it doesn't immediately do anything, I can just Floodgate and proceed with my turn. Pretty much as normal. Okay, so that is probably Imperm. Otherwise they would change the column for it. So, we're going to do it this way. Get me a Forbidden Chalice. Okay. Activate this one. Attach Valor. Which works. Oh no, we just haven't got to that point yet. But it does work. Which means Valor can summon out Lopter. Which means you're fucking dead. I'm happy that I played that as I did. We beat the final boss of Master Duel. That's it. We can quit. We can go home. It's over. Final boss of Master Duel. One-offs. All the one-offs. Especially Super Boy. Droll. Droll's probably there more for cross-out. 2 Imperm, 1 Breakthrough. 1 Fallen Virtuous. A random Power Patron. Like, sure you've got Midius. Add to your handle Special Summon. During the main phase, you can target a monster, increase its level by 3. And then, what, Synchro Summon? Elf Note or Junora. Which you can't do. Like, you literally don't have those. You can't use that effect. I don't know why they're playing this one. I don't think that makes sense. It's not even like they're playing any of the Archmage stuff. Are you playing more cross-out targets? Is that the answer? Is it just extra targets for cross-out? 2 Master Packs. First, we have some shiny cards. Say what you will, we have got shiny cards here. Did I just break the streak saying that? Maybe I did. Okay, that's a new card. Okay, 3 new cards. Train Signal is, like, fine. Leah Drake is specific for what it is. Miasma... It's kind of like, what, Dark Magician support-ish? Kind of. I don't know. Cards are alright. Nothing special. What about this pack? I mean, we have already made a change to the deck, so the stream has already been, like, good, I guess, because we've got something solid. Solid cards, but we just can't do anything with them. Reasoning's a fun card. Not sure if that's just worth playing, generally. Reasoning just special summons a monster that can be normal summon set, right? That can be normal summon set, special. I don't know if it just goes in this deck. But I think there are other decks it does go into. Like the going second deck, probably. Like the Kashtira's can be special summon, or can be normal summon set. All the Kaijus can. Yeah, that probably does just go in the go second deck. Good pull, honestly. Anyway, we're into stream far enough, I guess. So yeah, didn't stream on Monday. It was a more difficult evening than I was expecting. Because between Thursday and Sunday, really, one of our cats, Jazz, had got a lot worse in terms of just general maintenance and care required. Did they misclick or brick? Don't know. Don't care. Can't special from deck without giving them a draw. I mean, if you break that badly, there's no way I'm summoning. During the main phase. Okay. Normal summon. Battle phase? 1500. And you do that on your turn anyway. But yeah, like, our cat had become, like, she'd been ill probably for quite a while at this point. It's just difficult to tell, right? She'd been on and off of, like, I go for Valor. What is the point? You can't have just bricked, like, you had Branded Fusion Blaster. There's no way that's the top deck. What the fuck? I'm ignoring this fucking shit. Oh, some of the monsters might feel then. What are you fucking doing? What is your game plan? Stage. That is a good game plan for me. You don't want to use a monster effect this turn. Okay, in that case, I won't do anything. We'll keep it pretty fucking simple. It is just during the opponent's turn, yeah. What did you give me? Full loss. Of course you did it in end phase, so I can't even do anything with a full loss. The Wing Beast, I can't tribute it for shit. Yeah, done. Well, actually, yes. You did just add a card from your deck to your hand. Thank you. So, yeah, I'll take that. That's not the worst trade-off I've had. Granted, I do kind of have to stop falling the Virtuous if I want to keep boss stage. Yeah, you go for that. think one virtuous action just wins them the game. You can't be this dumb that you can't see it just does it. I think I'll just talk about this in between duels, because otherwise I'm going to get annoyed at the opponent just doing things. Send one on target. Please target. I mean, it's not worth it. This is putting up far more defense than me, contributing those two monsters to, like, do a thing. But they realize that they do just have lethal on board. Fuck you. This is where I'd really like to know my opponent's opening hand at times, because goddamn, fuck off. What was that? So you're telling me you opened Maxi Fua, Ash, Branded Fusion, Duster, no, it wasn't Mercurio. What was the last card? Form the Virtuous? I don't fucking know. It was, like, what do you mean you just, like, you definitely played on turn 1. Why didn't you do anything? You absolute idiot. Sorry, Mr. I'm Gaming, just having a rant at opponent being stupid. Welcome to the stream again. Nice to be seeing you. How's things? Hope everyone's doing well and had a good time. I think I did mention that. But yeah, I can't say that a lot has been new with me in terms of, like, downtime and casual stuff. What did we do? We watched The Mask. Been playing a bit more Night Rain, a bit more Elden Ring. And where else are we at? Yeah, I guess the progression series that I'm doing. And that kind of roughly covers it, honestly. It's not been super impactful. From that standpoint, it is domestic. The Kingdom. Now, this is a deck I want to go first against. Can you tell? Although I still don't think this hand does much going first, I just think it's better going first. I think end phase, if they have a Lightning Grave, I could Bestial, but I'm not sure about that. They do just have... One of these guys is just like a negate, one of the ones they summon from the extra. I just don't know what else they're going to do with the turn. It could be a bit of time. It could be very short. Either way, I relatively dislike it, but, you know. Okay. Yep, look at your opponent's hand. Fun stuff. You see, look at a random card in your opponent's hand is much more interesting than just look at your opponent's hand. Because now they can just, like, take a screenshot, memorize these, and just, well, they have these to work with. There's no way I just wait until, you know, such a spot to do a thing. They won't ban Rotary, but they should. Yeah, agreed. I kind of understand now why, like, the K9 which reveals your hand was banned. I didn't like just that one. What are you doing? I can't target other tuners they control, right? Yeah. Actually, wait, no, they can't be destroyed. Was that the wording? No, I cannot target them. They are on the field. If they took that effect off the K9, I think it would be fine. Yeah, probably would be. So you don't have a quick synchro on field, but you did add the spell, which is just a quick synchro. And you're also nowhere near done with your various shenanigans. Okay. What's that, 7? It is a 7. It's... lovely. Do I not have to, like, just kill this? Like, crash with it? Are you giving me compulse? Are you giving me valor? Are you getting rid of both of them? No, you're giving me compulse. So that you know exactly the hand that I have. Card for card, they know what I have in hand. Which is annoying. But it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. If they don't do anything else to it, I think I just ogre to, like, punch this. Oh wait, no, it's protected by battle, right? There's something that protects them by battle. I swear there is. And you've got set cards. Of course you have set cards. So I'm just trying to read various cards and trying to see if anything actually protects things from battle. It doesn't look like they do. So I think the play is ogre. I do not do anything, I think I just ogre. Yeah. Because this doesn't do anything. Well, it does quick synchro, but this gets rid of the thing that I hate more. Doesn't even target, by the way. You got a quick effect reborn for 2 that just doesn't target. You gotta love it. They're just gonna pick, like, the Monster Pop and the Spell Trap. Well, the Monster Pop. Oh, one monster. Well, that's all they need to do. They just need to pick that, plus, like, literally anything. And then who cares? Oh, they got rid of the Zaytland for me. That's weird of them. Yeah? Also, you put a level 9 in my generator deck? Wow. How thoughtful of you. What if no? You knew I had it. Twice per turn. Why the fuck are these effects twice per turn? They couldn't stick, like, twice per turn on just, like, only mid cards. They put it on, like, actually decent stuff. This literally doesn't matter at this point. Imperm is going to be an issue, but so is everything else on the field. Everything here is an issue. But would I rather give them, like, literally a starter? Probably not. Continue the attack? Yeah, I guess I'll still get rid of this thing. You brought it back, so I will kill it. Boss stage. Which definitely will not be hit by anything. Set mystery card. Set mystery card. Ban the bot from chat. End turn. Average Master Duel turn. I just hate this, you know? The thing is, they're gonna get, like, spell trap bots in the end phase when I literally can't do anything about it. Just because. Rico? Did you mean target a spell trap? Destroy it? Your opponent doesn't have a deck to stand against twice per turn? When you put, like, twice per turn on Gate Guardian, that's fine. When you put twice per turn on Cool Tune, it's a menace. Like, that stuff, like, Cool Tune could have been once per turns, and it would still be good. Anyway, yeah, let's calm down for a second. We're at a break, or at least we're at an hour mark, and yeah, reason I didn't stream Monday, I kind of started it saying it earlier, but my cat got, well, one of my two cats got rather ill. Not suddenly, they've been sick for a little bit of time, and, like, they were starting to throw up more of their waste was coming out liquid than solid, and they were starting to become incontinent, and it kind of wore down on everyone in the house. And, like, she seemed fine, but we also aren't sure if she's dementing. There was, you know, there's no actual test for cancer in cats or anything like that, so you just kind of have to go on the blood tests. And she'd had blood tests, and we'd already moved, like, a litter tray to another room to accommodate her, so that, like, she had a place to go. Now she can't decide, like, she wasn't going to either of the two that are in the house, one upstairs, one downstairs. And, so yeah, it was kind of taking a toll on everyone. We kind of all agreed that it was about time. And Mum made the call on Monday to see when we could get her booked in. And it was, in fact, Monday. They, you know, were able to do it same day. And so, in the evening, I went with Mum to the vet, you know, for the appointment. And it was just, it was a harder evening than I thought it'd be. I can say that. Anyway, yeah, just wasn't really in the right space for it. Felt weird. Still a little sad, feeling alright now. But it was, yeah. Anyway, next duel, going first, hopefully against a non-bullshit opponent. Although we are at the point where you're going to start seeing better decks. We're also at the point where you're going to start seeing better hands. 15 or 16. They lived like a decent life. If you'd use like a imperm or a... Nope, okay. Max C. Boo. Did you just add a card from your deck to your hand? Send a monster. Show me that hand. Called by Fallen Nadir. Well, fuck you too. They're always going to get started, so get rid of the removal. Locked as Engrave. Now I could give them another draw. They're on a 35. I'm going to give them the extra draw. I know I just put a card back. Though I would rather keep Lobster in play. And no, I'm not going to summon. There you go, start with your 5-card hand. Anyway. Just fucking hate you. Right. Gives them a draw. We're gonna go 1, 2, and Har doesn't trigger due to the timing. It's in the draw phase, that's the problem for Har. Right. Okay, Omni Negate, Banish. Still got the first effect of Har as well. Send the monster from extract to the grave. Yeah, we allow that. We know they have Call By, so I do need to play around Call By to a degree. That one's being sent, they're adding Fallen White. Do this. And we know they're drawing if I summon from the deck. Single monster from your extract. Okay. Absolutely not. I know they could just, well no, they didn't have Branded Infusion in hand for turn. They drew into this. They drew into Fua. I've given them 1 draw. They sent a card to the grave. They've got 3 cards. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. You can send a Fallen of Albaz for a card that mentions it. Right, we wait. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one following from your graveyard in defense position. Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, okay. Unfortunate. Wait. Hold. During the main phase, quick effect. We wait. We don't know. We know that's Call By. Form the Virtuous. So we do this here. We tribute you. We tribute you. And we're going to get rid of Form the Virtuous. There you go. Because we know that's Call By. That one's added to the hand. We've already used that. They've already done the set thing. I think I'm happy enough with that. Boldrake. That is not a bad draw. Change to attack. We know they've got Call By. So, yeah, that's fine. No. Target one form of that as special summon either that monster or this card and banish the other, so you need to do both. So if I get rid of this, because you can't summon the fusion anyway. Handle deck. That's gonna have to be okay. Babas. Okay, you have cards to discard. Are you gonna do it? Should be the only reason you summon it. Discard, make yourself a fusion. How many monsters? All of them. Fucking all of them. And you're unaffected, aren't you? Fucking devastated. I really hate branded. Just like especially. Like, it's an interactive deck that doesn't really do negates. But at the same time, like, what other deck just decides to go +5 in the end phase, or +6 in the end phase, because you just add everything back to hand? On the field or in either grave. Utgard is there, Balor's there, Ha's there. They have a cold buy. No. You shouldn't have anything in end phase. Draw for turn. Right. Whatever I summon, I just need to think about it. I mean, if it's Valor, they call by the Valor, which negates the effect. If it's Lopter, they can call by the Lopter now, which basically stops it. If it's this, it doesn't advance my game state. But it leaves the call by alive for longer, which is rough. It's in defense position. Silly me. It's a hard monster in the effect. What kind of a Dumbo be me? Puts it in grave. I don't think that does anything. Yeah, I mean, I should have probably baited the call by the grave, right? I should have gone for, like, Lopter at the very least, because it gives everything a stat line. They probably then would have used it, but I should have done it. Branded. Favorite deck. And we lose the coin toss. I'm going second. Okay, that's possibly fine. Oh yeah, notable thing that you've missed, by the way. We pulled a second, what is it, Boldrake. So we have 2 Boldrake, we have 2 Magnamut, but Magnamut's limited, so we can only play the one of that. We replaced... What the fuck is it with Branded? Come on. There are other decks in the game. Please play them. Any of them. Right, I guess... I don't know. It's a synchro summon. Well, that is not branded. That's Emblem of Oath. Okay, I think if I banish this from the graveyard, I'm actually in a decent spot. Because this gets, like, the Fallen and the Virtuous, which is what everyone's playing. It doesn't lock me out of anything currently because I don't have a Shatira. We wait. I guess the thing is, this deck does Crimson Dragon. I can possibly cope with Fallen the Virtuous, I can't cope with Crimson Dragon. You're a tuner. You're a non-tuner. I'm not sure I can stop Crimson Dragon with Druisworm. This is a point where if I had Boldrake, that would be far better. You are a tuner, right? Yeah. Had a Century around. Okay. I don't actually know what that base is that they've got there. That is new to me. As far as I can tell, I don't think I've seen it before. And you haven't used your normal summon. Delightful. Are you doing branded stuff, or are you not doing branded stuff? Which be it? Pretty please. Yeah, we're doing this. It seems that you're on significant enough portions of branded that I don't want you to be able to do it. Ghost Bevel. Of course, you've also got hand traps. Because that's what's right. That's what's correct. Forgetful and the Virtuous. Wow! Interesting gameplay. I really just, like, is it not boring to people? You can get back your Centurions. This has already done the thing. Let's get rid of this. Seems okay. They did let that go through though. Right, get me Forbidden Chalice. Nope. Apparently not. Where do I get Flinters? I got Cerberus, right? Yeah, I mean, you do that. So now that's neat. So you're going to use monsters I control. The question is, are you going to use Druisworm? You are. Why are you using Druisworm? Oh, you're using Druisworm because it's fucko. I really hate fucker. gain 500 and you become unaffected. Like, why couldn't it be one or the other? Why is it both? Why is Branded Konami's favourite child? I mean, that doesn't stop it. It just means I control them again. I don't necessarily hate that. Another infirm. Very interesting gameplay. People saw it was a deck that didn't do negates and decided, I'm gonna chuck negates in that sumbitch. No one's gonna stop me. Right. Set 1. Set 2. Get hit by Fallen the Virtuous. Yummy. The thing is, it's not even a card type, it's just card effects. Like, that's really what Branded was missing. Unaffected status. Banish for cost, right? No, just declare. So I could permanently negate it while it's on the field. That just doesn't really matter. You know what? No, I will negate it. You've got a Fallen the Virtuous you can use. You won't currently use it because you don't know if there's anything that's worth using it on. I've got Mysterious Other Face Down. Of course, if I used Mysterious Other Face Down earlier, they definitely would have used it. Because, oh my god, the field spell. Although, it wouldn't have actually done anything because it has to go through their draw phase before I can do a thing. Well, it has to go through them actually doing the draw before I can play anything. Which is how it should be. And yeah, there's no point doing it here. They're going to add a card, but they will also just pop the field spell. If I can get to the point where they're going to use the Fallen and the Virtuous, that would be great. Level 4 token. Go for it. Not really anything I can do to stop this. An 8. It's another Primus. Why another Primus? Yay. Interesting deck. Like, on the one hand, okay, I haven't seen Centurion Branded before. On the other hand, no, this isn't interesting or exciting. Namely, for that reason. You're going into unaffected bunkers and as many Omni Negates as you can actually manage. Not nuanced deck building or interesting gameplay. Okay, that one was cool tune. But seriously, can we get away from Branded being a fucking deck? It'd be nice. Put me in charge of the ban list and I will ban, like, just Fallen of Albaz as a spite hit. As a legitimate and real hit, I would just ban Branded. Man, that sucks for an opening hand. Set card. Your move. It's on the rank down match, you know? We actually got good hands in the other matches, but the problem is, we can't capitalise on it ever. I've got a whole ass mystery card. What have I done to deserve this? Fuck's sake. I hate branded. Really, I hate it. It's not subtle, it's obvious, it sucks. I know Platinum's going to be more difficult, but I would like it to also have some slight variety to the duels. Like, even one of the duels we won was against branded. It's just everywhere. You pulled some alt cards. Congratulations, good for you. I would like my hands to not suck ass. Is that a request the game could fulfill? It's a one-of. You're on more cards in your deck than I am. I mean, I can't just end on fucking Valor Pass. I'm gonna send one of those cards to that graveyard. I might... Nope, that was the last hand that I had triple attack. No, it wasn't even the last hand, it was a different game. Why did I think I had triple attack? Send a card, get rid of something. RDA. A deck where back row removal is infamously good. Haha. Hee hee. Yeah, we just do this. You... No, I should have got rid of it. I should have made the rank 9. This is going to leave the field, which means this actually won't be live. I got a 6-card hand. They've been able to basically get rid of 2 cards that they don't need. Our hand could still be complete dog shit. It could be. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you put it face up on the field. That is not an issue. You're not going to use the effect. I thought you'd want to use the effect. Okay. You may add a level 3 or lower. Okay. That doesn't do a lot for you. I did say, by the way, like, yeah, what cards did you pull? If you wish to reveal, I will not be annoyed. I am moderately curious. Send a monster. I mean, they're gonna send this and then send that. Yeah. Triple attack thrust. That is really cool. Add a resonator. Did you manage to get 3 triple tactics thrusts from the, you know, pack? Is that what it is? Come on, West. Yeah, there we go. 3 triple tactics thrusts. Yeah, you can add a level 4 level Fiend, which means you can get something with special itself. You kinda just have everything, don't you? Aren't you proud of yourself during the one-off maxi? Okay. Now just forget to level mod it. Like, forget that it has that effect. Did you get 4 of them? No way you got 4 of them. 4 triple tactics thrust. Quadruple. Triple tactics thrust +1. They haven't done Crimson Gaia, which is really bothering me. Because, like, I can't really deal with Red Dragon Archfiend anyway, I don't think. But this is just extra annoying. Like, at least attempt to do this so I can get rid of it and say, no, fuck you. Your recurring search has vanished. Synchro for 8, which gets you the boy. Did he do anything on summon? No, he didn't do anything on summon. It's kind of an interruption, I guess. And a spell trap. Go for it. Get ye a spell trap. Red zone. Well, I can choose between removing their one thing or removing their one thing. Well, good thing this isn't in attack position. Hey hey. Cosmic Raigeki will not turn wind. Running on the one defense position monster, but yeah, I guess you do just bring it out, don't you? Did you just make another 9? No. It's 10, right? Dissipator. When your opponent activates a card effect, shuffle it into your... No, monster effect, okay. You're banishing that. Which means that you have a target for the red zone. You don't want to banish that, right? You'd rather keep it in the green. Am I hallucinating? Oh. Dear. I'm not going to be able to activate the Cosmic. Although. Sadly, none of them were glossy or royal, so I had to dismantle one. Happens. I wonder how much dust I could get if I dismantled my, like, excess of 4 cards on this challenge. Probably a shit ton. Well, we gotta go first. Maybe we get a slightly more impressive hand, and maybe our opponent won't be on branded or draw max C for turn. One can hope. Those are not 2 enormous asks of the game. It's even less of one. Our opponent is on 56 cards. What the fuck have you got? That's right, nothing. And I think I'm going to go for this one. We're going to put you at the bottom of the deck, or just return into the deck, whichever it is. I can. You're not a quick effect. I could just snatch steal that. The question is, do I mean... That gets me a 10. It gets me Ruddy Rose. At the cost of half my life points. Or Link 2. But I took out the good Link 2. We're on such a high card count deck. No. On the plus side, that little look at their hand gives me some confidence. It revealed Cylinder, Morphing Jar, I think another attack blocker, and Fallen of the Virtuous. No. I don't actually want you to do that. I know it's an illusion, and this means I have to find a better out for it, but that's fine. This means that we get the field spell, activate it, we summon Lopter out, we get ourselves some tokens, we negate their monster, and then we can tribute off Lopter. Not Lopter, tribute off a token. That gets us to this one. Because I'm not scared about the, like, monster lineup. I'm scared about the spell trap lineup. So I'm just going to do this. We're going to get rid of one, we're going to get rid of two, and we're going to get rid of this. Because I have a feeling it's... oh, right, that was the other one. Grandhorn. When they would special summon, negate the summon. Okay, right. That one's Magic Cylinder, then. Like, we know this. So... what can I do here? I could synchro... I could synchro 12. Tribute res, spec banish. Yeah? Yeah. It's half my life points. Gets rid of Cylinder. Puts Valor in rotation. Oh, right, I can... yeah. I forgot, I have this. Absolutely. Because that gets rid of the illusion. I don't have to think about that then. So then, this can do its thing. We can tribute it off. Get ourselves a Valor from deck, which can then reborn this from the grave, which means I can get in my attack without being magic cylindered. And my opponent is also then going to trigger Lost Stage. I set this now because that's more thinker. Lava Golem. It did not activate. Okay. Fine. We've got another one. We've got another one. And I like where we are. I can just get what? I mean, I can get anything I want. I don't think they're really going to have counter. I know they are on Lava Golem, but it's about, you know, have they drawn Lava Golem? One of them's already in the grave. This is someone who's on Magic Cylinder, Heka Hands, and all that jazz. I think I'm okay. Dark Hole. Can't reach Rubber Bound. Okay. That is not what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure you don't even begin to get into this. Let's just put you on the field anyway. Go for it. That's every monster. Great. Now what? Because I can just get everything back next turn. Granted, their deck seems a lot more focused on spell traps and monsters, so this is a little pointless. Cool. Dark Hole Dragon. As its effects negated. Negate their effects. Wants to be destroyed by a card effect that does not target it. Okay. Put you back in the hand. Triple Tactics. Okay. Draw 2. You've already triggered Boss Stage, so you're not going to trigger it again. Okay. You can only use each effect once per turn. I am genuinely scared about the back row. There is a lot of it. Cosmic. That's actually pretty damn good. Trying Miracles. They are in fact that kind of player. Get rid of this. Gravediggers. You are that kind of player. Fuck you. Really? I mean that sincerely. What do you mean you're going to draw the cards that are actually going to counter my deck? You can't just have all of them. 1, 2. Is it just heart? It might just be heart. Because either that or get locked back. Hobbies. I'll have to lose it then. It's okay. You've still got another card in hand. Yeah, that won't do it. That one would. Now, the problem is I don't remember Dark Hole Dragon, but I think you need to be on the field. On the field. Right. Let me out this. So I think the answer is that we do 9 lives, which I guess there's a little bit more attack on the field. It does also allow me to synchro 10, which means I could just banish the graveyards, although I kind of like mine. Don't really want to get anything from those. This gets me... yeah. That gets me the remaining from extra. Magic Cylinder, it's kind of Magic Cylinder, isn't it? Is there anything I could really do to insulate against Cylinder? I don't think there is. This was... oh wait, this was something from the grave. This should have been an attack position. That's dumb. Very dumb on me. Flip this. Do this. Haggard. Give myself a draw. Raigeki. Is it worth Raigeki on the one monster? No, because that's a card effect that does not target it. What are we doing? I can get a Monster Negate, I can get a Solemn. I think I leave it as this. This is defensive, this contributes itself to negate a summon of a thing. That didn't do anything, they've got a Dark Hole Dragon in hand that we know about, and then there's one unknown. This is gonna have to do it. How is this person putting up this much of a fight? Absolutely not. Yeah, it does have to tribute itself. You're not on the field, so you shouldn't trigger the other thing. Good. Now this was summoned from the grave, so it can't be targeted. Oh wait, no, the other guy's gone. That is a card. That is such a card. Why can't I use this? Oh, right, it's that. Face it monsters you control. I think I'm just happy doing this. Quaking. Yeah, I guess if you got one in your grave with that name, I'm gonna get rid of it. Can't change his battle position. It's fine. Because I know what the last card is. And that makes this a perfectly safe play. It's not grave diggers. Do I just get her? This is a rather tough duel for no fucking reason. You've got a 655 card deck. Do I bother? Let's leave it. Goldrake. That is actually a very good reason to leave it. So I can get rid of something from their grave. Let's get rid of this one, methinks. I want to get rid of an 8 anyway, in case I happen into the Chaos Mirage, which I think I'm still playing. Alright, activate. 1, 2, get rid of the Mysterious Face Sound. What are we looking at? I'm not doing that, not in the slightest. But I am going to control your top deck now. You'll not get another playable card to the best of my ability. Gygus, Gordos, Prison, Harmonia. If a card is added to your opponent's hand. If a card is added to your opponent's hand. Okay, so let's get rid of this one first. And get rid of the other one at our leisure. We know the next 2 draws are useless. We literally just have to stay in this spot, and we win the duel. As long a duel as it has been. We're just hoping for a 60-card anti-meta pile. If a card is added from your opponent's deck to the hand. Although, I don't need to do that. This can just summon itself. I just need not activate the search. Your battle phase. Game. Long fought. Why is it that kind of thing that's so, you know, drawn out? Such a grind. A real kind of like back and forth of just like power card after power card. But the deck looks like this. Like, what is this? 2-offs, mainly. Mainly it's 2-offs. I can see 2 3-offs. Are you even on enough 7s? You are, because these are 7s. You're not even playing Hekahan's fusions, you're just using them as Xyzs. Fucked up deck list. Fucked up duel. 3 legacy tickets, let's open them all, as a little treat, for enduring the slog. Come on, something interesting. No. Space Cyclone detaches an overlay material. And yes, that is the anime term. I mean Xyz material. Right. Something useful, dare I say, from these, maybe. No, definitely not from that one. What about the next one? You like the fact that I'm playing the game more, that I'm trying. You appreciate that I'm spending all my hard-earned gems. Gift of Justice. If used as fusion material, it can be treated as Alistair. If added to your hand, you can special it. If normal special summoned, you can fusion summon. Ooh, that's good. It's just a normal summon fusion summon. That actually gives us like the ability to do things. That's pretty cool. Saber Dragon, Super Rush Recklessly, Batteryman, and Mutiny. So we only need like what, another 2 cards? 2 cards that we need. I don't think we have either of them. Super Rare and a Rare. We might have Yugioh, but we definitely don't have Luce. I'll have a look. It's also not an easy card for us to make, simply due to the material requirement. Alright, so we got you. We have a whole bunch of invoked fusion monsters. We have some Justice ones. Do like it. We've got Alwise. We've got Orchides, which needs a fusion. We've got the generic attributes, including Mechaba, which is just a negate. This is normal summon Alistair, but different. Doesn't get us into Magista stuff. Not really, like it doesn't search us or anything. Like, close is, you know, a way of putting it. I guess the invoked deck is like Alistair plus Invocation, and we're missing Invocation. Oh, we even have a Meltdown, actually. So yeah, it really is just like Alistair plus Invocation, and we're missing Invocation. So we are close to an invoked deck by proxy. And what was the other bit I was going to check? You. Oh no, okay, we don't have Yugioh, and we don't have Luce. I think you'd call it Luce. Or Lucy. I'm not actually sure. Onwards. We are now worse off than we were at the start of the stream. Like, we've pulled some more cards, but we're ranked down. We have lost 2 games in terms of overall position. Opponent chooses. Head empty. Thoughts of Rabbit. I did end it. We go second. Now, as long as I remember that Alpha is a card that exists in my hand, it's not about go second hand. It might be about go second hand. Yeah, we need spell trap removal for this. and we already know we are lacking. The thing is, even in like actual generators, my spell trap removal is like primarily the like in constructed. I'd say it's the rank 9, and it's not fun. And of course, the issue is that like you don't get a chance to activate. I can summon, and then it will just die. That ain't bad though. Go on, do a thing. Why are you doing that early? Oh, you're probably just bouncing that one back to hand, aren't you? The second card. That's about as good as it could have been. I guess it could have been better with, like, Lopter. Bethel. It kind of does demand a response, I'm just hoping they don't. Because that would actually be better for me. Letting it happen. Maybe you don't know. But it doesn't need to target. What say you to Lopter normal summon? There are many things you could say, some of them might be effective. Daruma. Why couldn't I do anything with that? Oh, normal traps. Like, yeah, I can't activate cards in response to normal traps. You got too much defense. Save it. It is you, isn't it? Yeah, I really should have just gone in for battle for that, shouldn't I? That probably would have been a much better idea. Go in, attempt to punch it, don't punch it, Lopter summon. I don't know, Valor. Valor get Lopter back. Lopter tribute Valor. Summon out Good Garter? Maybe. I don't know. Something. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna work out for us. Yep. Can't target this. There's not much point in targeting this. That was normal summoned, I think? I can't remember. Rollback. I don't have a trap in my graveyard. Why would you set rollback? You're supposed to send it. counting on me actually putting a trap in my grave, apparently. And of course, the in-hand on-field does not target. I don't want to give the Marius back from the grave, I don't think. They got the lady back. I mean, is that a good thing? I don't know. So that's how you do it. You know what? I know when I'm beat. I do not have the spell trap removal to even begin to deal with Labyrinth if I don't go first and open, you know, cards. I mean, to be fair, I think even a competent deck could lose to Labyrinth just because, you know, Labyrinth goes first. They do it well. Extremely well. Even if they don't draw any of the monsters, you're still going against, like, you know, 5 set cards. Which is scary. Oh, come on, I want a coin box to connect. There we go. Small request, honestly. As far as the hand goes, kinda hate it. Do I bother with the compulse? I think I leave it, and I think I just Mold Charming. Mold Charming's gonna give me a draw. Maybe they fear playing into it. I don't know. But it should give me a draw. Taking an awful long time in your draw phase. Okay, sweet, they've applied. Now let's have a look, let's see what you're playing. Let's see what you're doing. I've got like a whole 5 pan traps in the deck. One of them is in hand. And yeah, the one that is in hand I have 2 copies of now, so I do have duplicates. There's a chance I draw into duplicates. I was hoping that, like, with the remaining 3... Excuse you. I was hoping with the remaining 3 streams that we could actually push our way, maybe, to get towards Diamond, and possibly be able to just sneak in. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it. You know what? Fair. Though you're on main deck evenly. If I didn't know better, I'd say you want to go second with the Blue Eyes deck. Maybe they do want to go second with the Blue Eyes deck. Maybe they just didn't draw the go second stuff. They would have given me too many draws. My one Bestial might actually matter. What do we got? Anzaloo, different dimension encounter. If both players have at least one banish that can be special summoned it, summon it in face down defense. Okay. It's not a great card. I mean, it's from the Legacy pack, and it is not a super rock either, so it's probably a bad card. Give myself some light. I think open a window. I'm getting a little warm. A little bit of airflow. Right. Oh, that's a new card. That one's not. Or is that? And is it? Okay, hold on. Kaiju. If I give my opponent the wrong Kaiju, I can just book it. If I give myself a kaiju, I can just book it. I like this. Do we put it in the going second deck? I think so. Like, it is still kaijus. Hello, Drowning Abyss. Welcome. How have you been? Hope all is well. Second pack. So I guess if nothing else, we have actually pulled some stuff for the going second deck. Because we still probably just swap out the same bestial that we did. Swift Gaia. I've been good, got a new job and recently been playing Ryuga Dinosaur. Okay. Is the new job treating you well? Are you happy with it? That's a pretty bad pendulum. I mean, I can skip my opponent's draw phase if I summon this going first. Arima. Interesting. The pay going from 10 at my old job to 15.75 is very much worth it. Yeah, I think that sounds it. Are you happier? Because that's also another thing, like, so, like, as much as money is a lot of things, like, the phrase money isn't everything does, like, come from a point. If you're miserable, it's, you know, very much not. But I imagine that you're still happy enough with it. And we don't have lair things. Okay. Okay. On with the next stall. It's basically less work for the same stuff you were doing before. Nice. Doing before for more money and also working with co-workers who actually know what they're doing. Now you see, that's always a good thing. Having people who can do the job. Oh, this is a hand of all time. I'll take it. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. With 2 hand traps, potentially. You have not missed a lot for this stream. I don't know the last stream that you did catch. But you have not missed a lot. No longer cleaning black mold for $8 to $10 an hour. I mean, that is a very good thing. Black mold for $8 to $10 does not sound worth it. And yeah, being asked to do managers' jobs despite not being a manager, awful. Absolutely awful. It's good for you. Happy that you found something that you're, you know, happy with. And is treating you right. Because everyone deserves enough to live on. If capitalism must exist, which it doesn't have to, then everyone should have enough to live on. The opponent do the big thing about the 3 set cards. Maybe about that hand, but they do the big thing. Okay. But it's only my second day. It was funny. At day 1, they just gave you a box cutter and had you unload unboxing stuff. No training videos. And it went alright. Well, yeah, I mean, it should. Just unloading things is like, you know, it's pretty average. Battle phase. I mean, if that's what it's gonna take, then yeah, I will let you just hit me for 15. I don't think there's any reason to stop it. I mean, depending on the business, you really don't need training videos. There are some where you do, some where you don't. So you're gonna fall into the virtuous to put a card in your grave to, like, actually get started on plays or not? The answer is nah. Boss stage. Well, that is a must negate, or must stop for them, rather. So, yeah, we'll put it up. And we simply attempt to do things, I guess. I mean, to be fair, for the rest of the shift watching 29 videos, that's not the worst. Okay, please declare target. Is a weird work in a Christian store company despite not being Christian. I mean, yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, let's do Magnum up. Okay, and that works. I didn't think that would. Started praying, please do not choose me. You could probably just, like, mention it. Okay. So it seems that this is a fairly bricked hand from both people, right? That's what I'm getting from this. Anyway, take 1,000. Right, I can get that out your grave next turn. No. I don't want you doing that. No, I'm good. I mean, I dueled someone who... something entire board they lost because they decided chain to grave effect on my trap after pitching the whole hand. Droplet and went, okay, chain laws. Yeah. Fair enough. What are you gonna do? You're in main phase, you got plenty of things, you got a Bestial in hand. I was half debating compulsing my own Bestial to stop what they were gonna do, because that could have been worth it, honestly. It stops it from being a quick effect, but like they still get to do this, I guess. Yeah, we let that happen. You get an end phase search. During the main phase, fusion summon. I think it is probably branded, but they've just drawn absolute ass. Is the best way I can put it. Are you going to attempt to use the fusion effect? Do they even know what they're doing? Okay, they are going to. So here we crack down and we steal the monster initiating, because that means it can't be Franguignol. And I don't know what else they have in hand, but it's probably nothing good. It might even just stop the fusion effect. If it does, that's funny. Is this pure dogma? Normal cards are easier. Well, I mean, the thing is... Yeah, this isn't... No, it's the other one that's always a dogma. Oh, you just had another one anyway. Sure. I mean, a monster will have been sent to their graveyard, so they'll be able to get this back. Of course, branded. That's how this game makes money. Yes. Yes, that is true. I just never see branded use Ecclesia in the in-hand negate. What, Fleur-de-lis? I guess you mean Fleur-de-lis. And yeah, branded to use Ecclesia. Like, it's one of the things that's actually making branded really annoying. They, like, branded uses every Ecclesia name now. You've got, like, the Cartesia, which is basically Ecclesia. You've got... Oh, that's the old art. Where's the other Ecclesia? You've got this one, which is the other Ecclesia. You've got, like, regular Ecclesia. Are you going to put this one in the grave? Are you going to take out my Bestial? What you going to do? Okay. I'm going to wait for that to happen. Anyway. Get this out. No, you will not get started. Now, I'm going to say this, and they're going to go Ritual Summon Albazar. No, but they are getting a Search for Magma in the end phase, and I think this does trigger because the monster was sent. I want to know their deck list. We will have a look at it at the end of the duel, whenever we get there, because that could be a time away. I think I took out my rank 6, which is mildly unfortunate, because that would come up here. The rare instance of the rank 6 coming up. Isn't White Albaz a dragon? I think the White Albaz is a dragon. It's not going to be related to you, but it will be related to you. No, it's not. None of you are related. You gotta be related. Dragon. It's branded power. What more do you need to know? Correct. Yeah, it's Saranir. Starter! Well, kind of starter. Not like actually, but it's something. It'll do. This is a fire monster. Right. That goes through. Get you. Which means you get Lopter back. I mean, I know you have the Bestial, but I don't actually know what you're waiting on. You probably just get rid of the Fleur-de-lis. Yeah. That makes sense. And in this case, I can just get rid of the Valor. Valor can crash. Magma... Yeah, Valor and Magma can crash. I feel that's correct. 4. Yeah, because I'm not actually going to summon. So we go battle. We use you to clear one of them. We use you to clear another one, and we hit him for 4. Tommy M7. You know, maybe it is worth putting in. The question is, what do I take out? I'm finding the generator extra deck very tight at the moment. Like, we haven't done the Yazi bit in a while, but that's because we haven't, like, had the opportunity. Likewise with, like, you know, Zeta or Stardust, we just simply haven't had the chance. Ruddy Rose does come up, this comes up, this comes up, this comes up. Like, there just isn't a reason to say they don't. Banish this target branded spell trap in your grave, so you can get back Fallen to the Virtuous. Which is what you're going to do. Which is unfortunate, but how it is. I might be scuppered and screwed. Because this is a main phase effect, this needs another monster. So effectively, by clearing Lopter, they clear all of it. It's just whether they choose to. They've got a Cartesia in hand, they've got the Fallen and the Virtuous. They actually went to main phase. Gold Sark. Why, yes. Go ahead. Is this a 1? It is, right? Yeah. What, pray tell, do you banish? Despian thing? Lock to summon Hara as a negate. Ah, you see, but in this case it's not. Lopta needs to get 2, like, well, I need 2 bodies. And hard tributes spellcasters, so if I stole one of their Dogmatica things, that'd be real cool, but, no. They're banishing Super Poly. Okay. That is a bit of a waste down the line. Choose. What are you killing? It's gonna be Bestial. Like, you should just hit the Bestial. Now, if you'd done this earlier, then you could have hit Lopta, which would have turned down the rest of my turn. But you did it at the wrong time. Yep. Tribute. And in this case, I don't actually know what I'm getting. It summons from deck anyway. I've got Valengrave. Yeah, on the off chance that they do get something to hand. On the off chance they add a card from deck to hand, I'm going to put Heart. Because then that means I can make them send a monster if they have one, which could come up. You have a monster, can you fusion summon? You can. That is not what I expected to happen. Also, this can just banish the fusion. Mercuria. Gregwick Mole. If the monster is special summoned, you can banish this card. This card is fusion summoned, you can send. If I can just keep you off the field. I mean, I am close to game. They are probably just going to get another Fallen the Virtuous. I would not be surprised. Okay, Moment of Truth. What are you adding? So that comes back to your hand. You get a search for a spell trap or a set of a spell trap. And you get a... You're adding opening. If this card is in the graveyard because of the center. Oh, you're using it, right. You can add a Dogmatica or Triplade. I don't really know what they have there. Oh, did you run out of time? I think they ran out of time. Yes! Has found every route possible to lose this. Yeah? I don't know. I feel like we were both very bricked for the whole game. Although, I'm not going to say I empathize with them. Because you are in fact doing the shenanigans of the banned trap card, you're just doing it with the fusion monster instead. So, yeah, I don't really care that you were bricked for the whole game. Good. Another win. Which means a couple more packs. Does it mean 8? No legacy tickets for the moment. Okay. 1 thrust, 1 fusion deployment. Yeah, we're not going to talk about ratios. Platinum ratios are weird. There's a couple of platinum decks where the decks look, you know, real. But overall, platinum ratios are very strange. Another beat. We like the beat. Mind Pollutant. That is so specific. Don't want to brick on it. Exactly. I mean, what happens if you open 2 thrust? It's a once per turn, you know? Can't be doing that. Okay, so we got an ultra rare in here. Got a Dogmatica Nation. I don't think we have any Dogmatica cards. We've got... Oh. Lightning Chidori. 2 wins. I don't know how many Magispectors we got. Magispectors are, like, surprisingly solid just from, like, the group of them. I mean, the thing is, if they searched Branded Fusion, they were just dead. like, to me, summoning a 500 attack point monster, they're only on 3k life, so... Win the Wind Channeler. Speaking of wind decks... It's not amazing for us. Was that pack 1? I can't remember. Goldfish brain, honestly. Pack 2. That was pack 2. But, anyway. So that's Charmer support, which is neat and all, but, like, we don't need it. Does this do anything? What stats do you have? When your wind monster is... Oh, it summons from the hand. No, okay. And Lightning Chidori doesn't have anything related to it. Okay, so what I was gonna look up was Magic Spectre. We have actually a number of Magic Spectres. Hold on. We could do a thing. It's not the best thing. The Charmer links would be nice to have, and in this case the Wind link would be cool. As it is, getting a Wind would be fine. We even have... Ooh, we have Neko. So we're missing Ogama, right? We got 2, we got 5, we got 2, we got 5. So we have nearly equal pendulum scales. Oh, you're a Majesty. Yeah, right, Majestics. Only 1 copy of the field spell, which is a bit rough. But we do have Wind. We have... that's probably worth playing for us. 3 copies of this, 2 of this, 2 of this. We'd probably play the one of these. Yeah? I mean, the thing is, you just need, like, a Link 2. And... what arrows do you want? You kind of want the bottom 3. Oh, you got... Okay, that's not a filter for which... There we go. They just need to point down, generally. So we have the Fiend one, we have the Cyburst one. Same type attribute except tokens. So we've got Herald, which would be a little bit of a weird one. You're assuming people are expecting a ban list soon, because Cool Tune cards have all tanked in value. I mean, it'd be nice if, you know, they did get hit 2 months with different types of attributes, so that one's generic as well. Your 2 Radiant Typhoons specifically. But that's 2 wins. Great Flight. It even increases all their stats. So, like, yeah, we could actually do, like, a little bit of Magic Spectre shenanigans. It's not going to be strong, but it's something we could do. Maybe that's the next thing to play if we don't hit Diamond, then we have to go back down to Gold. Because I will say that, like, in the, like, progression saga kind of thing that I'm doing with a friend, I played Magic Spectres for a surprising amount of time, because I just kept picking up, like, the odd card or 2. Like, I went into the pack that they were in twice, and I then went into the Valmodica pack, which also has newer Magic Spectre cards in it. So I did a fair bit. We take those! I mean, the hand was actually pretty good. Like, that is... So that's a normal summon, which gets you Chalice, and tags into Lopter. We have a Negate, and then we have a rank 9. In this case, that's probably also a Monster Negate, but that could also just be, what's its face? I don't know. What were they playing? I mean, wait, oh yeah, they won. Did they win the coin toss? They were playing Blue Eyes. Why did you just quit? Was your opening hand that bad? Who knows? Who cares? Win's a win. We are now back where we started the stream. 1 win to Platinum 3. We got 4 legacy tickets. Let's open them up. I get to make Cypher X Dragon into full armor. Pop the baby. Oh wow, even the super rare is not new. Wonder Balloons is funny, but none of this is good. I'm a little sad about cards like Wonder Balloons. Like, it makes sense that they're able to just be removed, because can you imagine how, like, bad something like Clockwork Knight would be if it had protection? Like, some decks literally just wouldn't be able to do anything. But I am a little sad that, like, the stat-changing cards are just kind of so underwhelming, for the most part. It works on any dragon. And it doesn't half damage or anything. Silent Swordsman Wonder Balloon 60 card pile. Yeah! Love to see it. The Clifford Monolith, Melfi, and Traptrix that we already have. These feel gross. What was the first deck I played at locals? That was... I'm pretty sure it was pack 1. Yeah, we're on an even number of gems. So, that was pack 1. Here's pack 2. The first deck I played, fan of the anime, I'd played, like, the GX Spirit Caller. And, like, I'd picked up a load of cards from basically these kind of, like, bulk boxes at a game shop, where you could get, like, all the commons stuff. Like, commons and rares were basically 10 pence a card, maybe 20 pence, I can't remember what Yu-Gi-Oh prices were. And I built, like, a deck that had, like, Ra as the boss monster, but this is pre, like, Phantom Rage support, right? So it's got no support. The newest Egyptian god support is Ra's Disciple, to put it into context. And it was, like, loosely themed around Ra, but the whole deck kind of just sucked. Like, you know, it was just, it was not good. Let's put it nice and simple. I was playing, like, a whole bunch of cards like Bullblader, Amaryllis, I think it was. Not the FTK piece, but, like, the one that makes monsters cost a tribute less. And just, like, a whole load of cards like that. It was not a good deck. And then it was like, okay, I should probably build, like... I should probably have a couple of decks for going to locals, right? And so I'd played that one, and then I'd opened some packs, and I was like, well, I don't reckon this deck's any good. So I'll play, like, I don't actually even need 7th Tachyon in this hand. Do I? No, I don't think I do. But yeah, I reckon that, like, Tribute Summoning ain't good. So I decided to play Tindangle, because that was, like, the other deck I had access to. Like, I just got a bunch of Tindangle cards, so I played the flip deck, which was also pretty bad. And then the last deck, which was kind of like my Hail Mary, was, what was it? Monarchs. My, like, first proper deck in the game. Everyone was so surprised that I wasn't just playing Monarchs, like, you know, from the get-go. Why don't you play these? These are great. And, you know, I'm a new player. I don't have any idea. I don't even know if there's a ban list, really. Alright, okay, we got a lot to... We're against... probably... Forest or Spellcaster slot. First locals deck after coming back was K9 Crystron, dropped it for DDD. Is that a negate? That is a negate. But I could just, like, force it with the Chalice, I guess. Neat. Oh yeah, I can piss seal this, right. Okay. I'll let you do that. There's no tuna monster on the field or anything. From meta to rogue, I got third. Nice. Yeah, I guess you probably negate this. I don't know if you do. You don't. Interesting. For some reason, your locals loved Orcus. You also play Orcus, but there were just 3 to 4 Orcus guys. I mean, sometimes it's just like the top decks, right? From your deck to hand. Okay. I mean, I want to get rid of this one. Right? Yeah, because you can tag the other one out, so let's get rid of that. And that just goes through. Because reasons. Not sure why this goes through. There's one dude you've seen who's won almost every time. Vanquish K9 Sky Striker, Life Twin Beast, Smith and Orcus and Mitsu. We have, like, well, I say we have, like, I haven't been to my locals in forever at this point. The locals I sometimes go to. Once in a blue moon at the moment. There's, like, 2 people contending for first most of the time. Simply because, like, there's a small crowd of meta people who are, like, you know, trying their best for local tournaments and just, like, you know, train for nationals. But, what's the train of thought? But most of the time there's only, like, 1 or 2 of them there, maybe 3. And so you've got the same few people that are kind of normally towards the top end of the tables. Because they like playing strong decks. I like playing rogue or lower, for the most part. I think the strongest deck I've played at time of release of said deck, or like, you know, the general format around it, was probably Duel Masochist, and that was only for like maybe 2 locals, maybe not even that, I'm not sure. Are you negate destroy? No. You are not negate destroy. What are you? Our opponent activates cover effect you can. Okay. Yeah, you see, playing rogue and lower gives you that nice surprise element. Your opponent has to, like, read things. And, like, just, I guess, you know, think about things. You're gonna negate the lot. You've been holding on to this forever. Like, are you not gonna negate lot? What are you holding it for? Yeah, there you go. What have I played that's made people kind of go, what the fuck is this? I've played Valence, I've played Valmonica, I've played Sarctic. Before and after the most recent wave of support, I played Sarctic basically since the, what is it? Burst of Destiny support came out. I'm pretty sure that's the set it was in. Like, yeah, there's DPE and all this, like, cool stuff that you can do that's, like, high-end meta breaking, and then it's just like, but I get my draw 7 card. And just, like, you know, the thing that makes the deck viable. To a degree. They never suspected normal Snake Eye in Malice. That they probably don't. I mean, that is just a horror story. Like, it's 2 good decks. Really good decks. Where if you don't stop a card in it, they just kind of go off to the races. They stop the Malice portion of it, you've got Snake Eye. They stop the Snake Eye portion, you've got Malice. That seems like a win-win. What else have I, like, done that's made people just kind of like, what are you doing? Goblin Bikers didn't really elicit that reaction, which is fair. Tindagles I didn't really hold on to for that long, or play for that long. What else have I really played? Oh, Sacred Beast. Sacred Beast, that's one of them. I haven't really played Eldritch a lot. I played it a tiny bit. Oh, Time Thieves as well. And the thing is, some of these lower power decks do have like pretty strong interaction, but all of them just kind of don't. I feel like this deck that I'm up against is a lot of mixed interaction, and that just Dark Ruler will not get me out of it. That is if I even get to another turn, which I might not. Oh, you gotta pay half and destroy, don't you? And yeah, you know what? I know when I'm beat. Cool story. I was hoping we could maybe sneak ahead of where we were at the start of the stream, but that is looking less and less likely. We started this stream at 1 win to Platinum 3. We actually managed to get into Platinum 3. And now we've lost Platinum 3 and are struggling to get back in again. So, productive stream. Although, to be fair, some of the pulls we've got are, like, worth it for the struggle a little bit. Some of them. Not all of them. Would have been nice to go first. Opponent must do the big thing. They haven't actually got to go first, you know? Neat. I'm not letting you keep that in the grave. Or at the very least, I'm going to make you send another one. Get that out of there. Don't have a cashier in hand, so at the moment it is just worth it. They always have Ghost Belt. What is this? Okay, I guess I'm saving it for my turn. Go off. I'm not sure I can actually do anything against them if they do that. Hold the Goldrake for next turn, but like I don't think it's gonna matter. And apologies for the silence and lack of critique. I don't care for Branded, and I've got like slight tournament organizing things to be doing for the server. Because people are submitting their decks very last minute. Like, they are due by the end of today, end of Thursday, which is in approximately 2 hours. And we're still waiting on 5 deck lists. Which surprises me somewhat, honestly. I kind of would have reckoned people got their shit together a little bit sooner, to be completely frank. It is a custom ban list tournament this time. We've given every player 10 bans, 10 bans, 4 limits, 2 semi-limits, and you're playing Draco Tail. I really haven't been paying attention, have I? Oh, you keep the card because you know I have the card? That's so thoughtful of you. I love the fact that you're going to add back the hand trap that you know is relevant. just because it's free fusion material. Or rather, you have free fusion material. They still don't be done. Come on, I mean, it can't be that hard. You're making a fusion monster in the fusion deck using fusion material. They say they want to be used as material, just make something. Just, like, fuse your whole board for me, would you? Just everything real quick. Alphalion, the second. I was gonna say, is there a reason for that? There is a reason for that. I'm not... Yeah, no, there really just isn't a point. They added the Go spell back to hand. I have one spell that's going to do things for me, and it's not going to do things for me. I really hate having, like, the one card I have to try and combat in a meta deck just be hand-trapped. Because I don't have that many hand traps. I have genuinely about 5. And it just means that the rest of my turn matters less because I just didn't stop them from doing anything. Right, now you say anti-meta, but what mean by anti-meta? There are a good couple of combinations that you could mean for that. Shining Sark I wouldn't describe as an anti-meta deck. I'd just describe Shining Sark as a deck. Anti-meta is something that, like, has a particularly unique niche that just works against the meta. I don't think Shining Sark is that. You've got a Bolt, like, branded, cool tune, everything. Can't be destroyed by monster effects. Wow, what about Fallen the Virtuous? Okay. So, are you making Dragoon? Making Dragoon off of a Spellcaster is a fairly meta pick, you know? Like, any deck that can will. Add another Shining Sark. Why would you add another? Why would you not add, like, actual destruction? Yep, they goon him. No, that's a tough. Well, they could just have it in hand. I'm not going to rule it out. I mean, yeah, you could set it. That is an option. Dora. Right, thankfully I think you pitched both the negates. Target face it once you control, negate the monster effect. That wasn't what you were supposed to do. I'm sure that's not what you were supposed to do. Okay, so you got a spell negate. So you got a spell negate. What are you resolving still? Set a spell trap in this situation. You've got a fusion summon. Right, okay, I have the funniest shit I can do if they try and fusion summon. No, I'm not going to activate a card effect. I am going to normal summon a card. I'm going to activate the effect Surge. Does this go through? Please save Fusion Summon. So, funny thing. Then you can negate. Oh, you're not even going to? Congrats, this is not Dark Magician anymore. Anyway, now we can put boss stage on the field. And you can do that if you want, but I just added Chalice to hand. You know I just added Chalice to hand. Negate your effects. You come back down. And then I can just set this. And next turn I can get Generator on the field. And this can negate it, and this can negate that. So we are going to attempt to summon. You're going to attempt to negate. I will simply stop it again. And this can't be destroyed, but it can be banished. So what we do here is we get half first off. That's the more important one. And then in the main phase we can tag out and we can go get Yugioh. Okay, neat. I'm going to make you send a monster from your field or what is it? From your hand or field? Please send monster. I feel like there are a couple of objectively correct decisions, that being one of them. No. I feel like that's a pretty simple one. Negate, destroy, this one drops down to 3. You've used your effect, you don't have a float. I've lost my Omni Negate, but I maintain a banish. If this card is nonsense, you can add a Shining Sark. Yeah, okay. You do that. Ties that bind. Verte. Yeah, you know what, that feels worth it. And I'm gonna get Lotter out of there because Har is the big stat line. Now you can just make a second Verte, but who is actually playing 2 Verte Anaconda? Like a good chunk of the meta decks don't even play 1 anymore, you know? It's just not worth it. Hey, congratulations, you've now hit over Har. If that makes you feel good, it shouldn't. I'll just get him back next turn. Right. Oh, that is fantastic. Special. Return. special again. And there we go, normal summon, and just do all the things we were going to do anyway. What's your thing? This can't be destroyed by battle. If this card is destroyed by card effect. So yeah, it won't be destroyed by card effect. What are we getting? I think it is just this one, right? The thing is, they are going to get into another Shining Sarcophagus next turn. I mean, that was a dumb move. I like your Shining Sarcophagus. Get rid of it. You've got one engraved, you might have another one in hand, but you can set a stronghold from deck. If this card is destroyed, you can special summon Marsh. Well, yeah, okay. That one. I'm not scared of the trap monster. Also, you apparently don't have more of them. Get ourselves some more tokens. And some back. We're going to get the banish back. For, I think, fairly obvious reasons at this point. I know you have a trap in hand. That's one of the cards. I don't know if I know about any of the rest of them, actually. That's going to be the trap. That's nice and easy. But I've got no idea what that is. Well, in that case, before this runs out, 1, 2, banish. Normal summon. I haven't actually banished a single one of your... No, I have. Yeah, that's fine. So, cannot special summon from the extra deck except Light or Dark Synchros. I could just bounce it to hand. Maintains the alpha if they board wipe, but I don't need that. What I do need is, what, Zeta? Zeta should do it, or Yazi, doesn't really matter. Give me this one back. I want your marshmallow. That is not an innuendo. I just want the marshmallow. The more marshmallow. And... what are we doing? This one? And actually, Yazi, he can't be targeted anyway. And it gets me Nidhogg from the deck. Sure. Send as much as you want, it literally cannot save you. Yep. Right, cool beans. And there we go. Nice round off. was a long time for one win as well from that duel. 6 turns. Playing Slifer. You really are playing Yugi as best you can. And yeah, they were on Dragoon. So I am very happy I stopped this, because that's what this was trying to do. This is Dark Magician, this is a Dragon Monster. I think I played that rather well. I'm very happy with that as an ending duel. But what about as an ending couple of packs? Let's find out. First up, doesn't seem too eventful, but that doesn't matter, that's okay. It's got an ultra rare in it, despite not being too eventful. I mean, that's a damn good card. Doesn't replace the Stardust. Nor does it really replace anything else. The way I would have to make this is exactly a Orochi plus a 7. It's still a damn good pull, though. Any tips for beginners trying to learn the TCG? Just generally learn the TCG? Are you trying to learn, like, the game in general? Or just, you know, trying to learn, like, slightly competitive TCG? I guess that's the start point. Because depending on where you're at, and depending on what you're trying to learn, maybe. Edit. Alright, what was I gonna look up? What do I have related to you? Not a lot. Oh yeah, I was thinking about a rank 6 for the extra deck. But yeah, I could have tips and... Brand new, played Dueling Book for the first time in GOAT format and was lost. Okay, so if you're like learning the game as a completely new player, TCG is very difficult. Master Duel isn't a bad place to learn using the solo mode. That gives you a kind of like a basic understanding of the game. But also, if you have like a locals near you, then a lot of people are very happy to teach new players the game, because like there are so few people with a genuine interest in picking up the game. So if you have someone nearby, like at a locals or anything that does Yu-Gi-Oh, there will be no doubt someone who is happy to teach you. You think Master Duel is still probably the best start? It's all automated? Yeah, I still think it is. Master Duel is a great way to start learning the game. So, I mean, this is, as a basic starting point, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is the official, like, official Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulator. The rulings on here are, for the most part, correct to TCG. It's very free. Yeah, true. If you routinely play, it is very free to play friendly. As a new player, if you're playing Master Duel, this button over here, solo mode, this is your friend. Because this little section here, training and challenges, basically just tells you about the game. It's fun. I've been doing solo, but without the hand holding, I get lost. Oh, okay, so you're familiar with, like, mechanics and everything. You're familiar with the general gameplay. But it's just kind of, like, remembering things, I guess. Remembering effects and that. Is that where you're kind of struggling? Yes. So the way about remembering effects and that is you just practice a deck. You practice a deck on and on and on. Just trying to get to grips with it, really. If you're starting to learn TCG, then if you have like a physical copy of that deck, just play test hands. Like just, you know, sleeve it up or whatever, shuffle it together, randomize some test hands, just play them out. Because you're familiar with your own cards, like you've played them in Master Duel. If you think you're getting rulings wrong or you think you're making misplays, you can then try those same plays out in Master Duel at a later date anyway. So you have options. But yeah, as Mr. M Gaming is saying, what have you been playing? On MD, just Starter and Sparkle. As in the starter deck for what you've been playing. As for the solo mode, is that... Oh, Sparkle. You've been playing the Sprite deck. Oh, okay. Can I confirm my deck? Sprite's not too bad. Sprite's pretty simple. Like, overall, Sprite isn't intense, like, isn't particularly complex. For just remembering effects. Are there lingering effects with this? I guess you've got to remember about, like, stat changes to gigantic, possibly. Nothing here is a delayed effect. I guess it's, like, just keep playing the deck. If you've got it physically, like, if you can get this deck physically, because I don't reckon any of these cards are too expensive at the moment. The only thing I don't think Sprite Elf is legal in TCG. Just the negates with red and orange. Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, you know, delayed searches, because remembering trigger effects that happen, like, in end phase, like Magma is a bit weird. But, yeah, I think Sprite Elf isn't legal in TCG. But otherwise, if you could just pick up this deck for play in TCG, and, like, play test hands, or find someone to play against locally, you're just gonna learn it over time. You're gonna learn to internalize, like, you know, when you need to be checking things, like, what you're supposed to be doing, what rulings, you know, you're missing. And if you know, find someone else who's just playing the game anyway, they'll be able to correct you on a lot of things. If you're already playing Master Duel, keep doing that. You will just get better over time, even if you're struggling at the moment. And I recommend looking for a locals. But the thing is, they're playing frequently. And if they're playing frequently, then the friend code doesn't work, right? Also, I'm not even sure if that's a current campaign. Code entry page. Oh, maybe it is. No, that's the shorts. What's a good physical deck to start with? Honestly, I think the Sprite deck that you're currently playing is probably pretty cheap. And that is, like, it's a basic deck, but it will get you started. I don't think that's too bad a shout. On the other hand, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you know, TCG does have structure decks. I think you used the code already. Let me just look up the card database real quick to check out structures. You mean a physical structure deck? Yeah, if you give me a sec, because there are a couple that they, is it the included in? Sort by category. There we go. Structure decks. So they made that one. I mean, hey, new player coming into the game, people gotta help out. They've got that one. I'm not sure which of these are the most easy, and I do need to stop. I will need to, like, share my screen. Sprite Elf is still banned in TCG. Okay. What do we got for the 5Ds? 5Ds would be a bit complex. The legendary modern decks. You've got Mitsu. You've got Sky Striker, and what's the other one? X-Saber. I think the Blue Eyes deck is probably it, right? Because if you just pick up, like, 3 copies of the Blue Eyes structure, that'd do it. So that structure deck there is the Blue Eyes structure deck. I don't think it's particularly expensive. Let me just have a look on, like, I guess I'll check eBay or something like that. Check Amazon, go deluxe, I guess. Okay, so on Amazon I've got it listed for about 13 quid. I'm using the British units, the weird money, to most people. So like 3 copies of that, 40 quid. I don't know what that is in dollars. When you was looking into it, I think it was $13. So yeah, okay. 3 copies of that gets you, like, sets you back about $40. But that is a constructed deck that you can make from that. If you get a little bit of help from someone, they can show you what a proper list looks like. Alternatively, I might quickly build one, like, between streams and load it up at the start of the next stream. Just as, like, a quick thing. But that deck, or that structure deck, if you buy 3 copies of it, you've got some staple hand traps. It gives you a solid enough deck list that only needs, like, maybe a couple of cards extra to become an actual competitive deck. And it will give you something as, like, a talking point for people that you want to play with in physical play. I would love to stay longer and help you out, but I do have other things to get to, which means it's time to update my stats before I forget. Do you think that would book for GOAT format? No problem, Uganda. That deck would not be legal for GOAT format. I'm just going to get ahead and say that. It definitely would not. If you're looking for a GOAT format deck, there's a player base for it, but I don't know how big it is. 2654. Okay, so we played 18 games today. And how many did I win? 8. A little under 50, but we have to take it. And that is for the start of session 163. Alright, I hope everyone's enjoyed this and had a good stream. This has gone mildly decent for me, so I guess it's fine. I think at the start of the next stream, I will just show a quick screenshot of what I think a Blue Eyes deck would look like, because I've been playing against... My most common TCG opponent at the moment is my friend who is on Blue Eyes, and so I should have a decent idea of what a list looks like by now. So I'll do that at the start of the next stream. If you want, you can check me out then, and that'll be a list if you haven't found one by then. Which I think you will. Like, it's not hard to find a Blue Eyes list online. Or to, you know... Like, once you start playing with the cards, you get it very quickly. But anyway... Hope everyone's had a good time. And I hope everyone has a decent weekend. I look forward to catching you guys all on Monday. My name is Catmark, and goodbye for now.